Hello, hello, hello. Good morning from New York. Good morning from um, Nigeria. Good morning from anywhere in the world you're joining us. And if it's afternoon, if it's evening, I hope you're having a great day. Okay. My name is Regina Askia Williams. I'm a New York based family nurse practitioner. I was hoping to be in the studio with Denrele Edun, a Nigerian celebrity. Unfortunately, we're having technical issues with him connecting. And Denrele, if you're watching, please look into your Instagram and click on the guest link we sent to you because we would really love to speak with you. All right. So, this morning I am going to be talking about violence. I'm going to touch a little bit about violence, and I'll talk with Denrele if I can get him in the studio about his lifestyle choices, and I'll talk to Dr. Akil Kalfani about the race relations, this time between the African and the African American. Because there is a school of thought that believes that Africa can only rise, the Black man can only get respect when the continent of Africa is able to rise, is able to develop, and is able to do well. When Africans in the diaspora can look at Africa, look at their motherland, and be able to proudly call it home. And when the relationship between the African and the African American ceases to be so fractured, then Africa can truly rise, okay? We are still waiting to have Denrele in our studio. Denrele, please join us in the studio. Click on the guest link and join us in the studio. Okay. Before I go on, let me talk a little bit about what is happening in Nigeria. I want to wish all Nigerians a happy Democracy Day. But today is a heavy day for most Nigerians. Okay. It's a very heavy, situation in Nigeria. And I can't help but wonder what is going on. What is going on in Nigeria? We hear that armed bandits, have taken over towns and cities in Nigeria and are hacking people to death. Okay, so my heart goes out to the families who have lost loved ones in the violence that erupted in the south of Kaduna. And we hear that there is violence going on in Katsina, Kano, Zamfara, and hordes of foreign immigrants are coming in from neighboring countries like Niger and Chad and occupying land and spaces in Nigeria. And then on top of that, they're being very hostile to the indigents there. So I can't help wondering what is going on. Why all these killings and hacking of helpless women and children who are trying to go to their farms, trying to make a living in their villages? So my question is, what is the Nigerian police force doing about it? Okay, because it seems like they're totally helpless in this situation. Nobody's able to control this. Nobody can even make account of who has been killed, who attacked who has been killed, the numbers of people who have been mowed down. The only way I got to know that information is by reading a report that was written by somebody from Spain who is conducting this interview in Nigeria, who is doing this research on the breakdown of security and breakdown of protection to life and property in Nigeria. A foreigner had to come in there and do a research and record this. That's the only way we got to know exactly the statistics and the numbers of the victims in Nigeria. Now, another question I would ask is, what are the service chiefs doing? We do have service chiefs, we do have the police, and we have the military. What are they doing? If there is a failure of security, if they are totally unable to do something about this, have they explored other options, right? Have they explored other options like regional policing, right? I heard something about Amotekun and security forces that were gathered by different states, right, to protect themselves. So the people have lost trust in the government. This is a very sad development to see, right? So if there's an inability to protect the life and property, what are we doing? What other alternatives are we considering, right? So it's time to consider regional policing. It's time to empower different states to build their own security forces. If the The federal government has been unable to protect its citizens, to provide security for its citizens. It is time to really do something about it, because enough is enough. We can't just stand by and watch foreigners come in and hack people to death. This is a sovereign nation. This is Nigeria. Okay? People can't just flood in and cut us down for no reason. Come on now. I heard a story that armies from Chad had gone in and secured or recovered a landmass from Boko Haram. And when they handed it to the government, somehow nobody did anything about it. And they infiltrated back, the Boko Haram group infiltrated back into the regions that were collected from the, you know, it's very, very sad. So we see a lot of violence going on in Nigeria. We see rapes, we see murders, and on top of it all, we have coronavirus. So the hopelessness is beginning to feel, palpable. And would I be correct to say that the average Nigerian today is indeed a very angry person? He is hungry and he is angry. So you can read it when you read comments from Nigerians. It seems there is an inability to articulate a point of view. Instead of arguing your points, people are saying, thunder, fire you, Amadioha, kill you. What is going on? Why are people so angry? So I was reading a few things online. There was some kind of quarrel between some youngsters, and they came out and threatened to kill somebody. And the person in question was Denrele Edun. And I wanted to speak to him today about that. Unfortunately, he is not clicking on his link, and I am unable to bring him into the studio. That would be a very sad situation if I am unable to talk to him. So, but I'm waiting. I'm not going to give up. Please let me hear from you. Let us have this discussion about the security situation in Nigeria, because in a short while, we're going to be talking to, on my friend's wall anyway, there's going to be a top government functionary there, and we're going to be talking to him. And I would like to ask him a few questions. So share your questions with me. Somebody says, who will bail the cat? And Unrabona says, who will bail the cat? Like, who will bail the cat? Like, who? I don't understand that question. Please let me hear your thoughts and your comments on this situation, okay? All right. Do I have Denrele in the studio? Oh my goodness, are you trying to give me a heart attack? Are you trying to give me a heart attack? So good to have you. So
I
good.
cannot see you yet, so where are you?
Oh my God. Your energy is
Ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome. It's so good to have you.
Okay, I can't see you just yet. I hope my glasses are not. Wait, I can't see you just yet.
It's fine. We can see you. We can hear you.
Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment I've been waiting for all my life. And I am here live and direct with an iconic living legend, the enigmatic superstar, the woman who spearheaded a movement, the number one headliner ever. The woman who made all of us understand that our differences are what make us unique. Exactly. Give it up for Regina Askia Williams!
I think I'm supposed to be saying that to you. I'm supposed to be introducing you like that. This is my show. Okay, but thank you. Thank you so very much. Thank you. I'm happy to have you, and your energy is always very uplifting. So tell me what's been going on with you? What's been going on with you?
Plenty. Wait, I still can't see you yet.
Okay.
I don't know how this is supposed to work.
It's showing good. It's showing good.
I'm still trying. I can only see myself in a cute little box.
Yeah.
Okay. So I am still searching. I must see you. Seeing you will just make my day. Do I need to press anything else?
No, you don't need to press anything. We can see you live and direct, and you're fine. You are fine.
But am I not supposed to see you?
You are. I don't know what's going on in your end, but, but I'm happy that I can see you and I have you in my studio.
Woo! Oh, Lolo, which kind of winch this one? I want to see Regina Askia. What's going on?
No be winch. Relax, relax, relax. Let me ask you something. What's been going on with you? What are you doing with yourself now?
Okay, so it's my birthday in a couple of hours from now. Hallelujah, somebody. Yes, and
Happy
I think it's due.
birthday!
Yes, I have a new show that I'm premiering on
Mhm.
Sunday. It's called Jollof.
Yes.
I mean, the Jollof concussion, when you talk about jollof rice, is the
Hmm.
potpourri of many elements, many
Yes.
spices, beautiful
Yes.
color. So I am relating my personality to this show as vivacious as I am,
Yes.
loquacious, colorful, exuberant, flamboyant,
Yes.
outlandish. Yeah. So we bring Lagos to you on a jollof side of life. It's premiering
Fantastic.
a day after my birthday. So what better gift to get than to have a gift to share with the rest of the world? So everyone, look out for the new show, Jollof.
Yes. Let's talk about your personality. Let's talk about this vivacious personality of yours, all right? And then
Okay.
your fashion sense. What motivates you to have this type of fashion sense? It's fantastic, beautiful. And I only say it out here. What's going on? Talk to me.
Ha! Plenty. You
Yes,
know
your
what I
fashion
say?
sense. Yeah.
You cannot create fundamental change without a
Yes.
certain level of madness.
Uh-huh. I believe
This
that.
madness that I'm talking about is non-conformity. The
Yes.
power to turn your back on the old formula and the
Yes.
courage to invent the future. So you
Yes.
see, when I say that I am creating some madness, and when I say I am mad, it's not a definition of Yaba left. It is an
Yes.
acronym for making a difference. So, ladies
Okay.
and gentlemen, all of us are mad. We are all making a difference the best way that we can. Oh, somebody just said something. Call me
Yes.
after this show. I am watching live from Malaysia. Yo, Kuala
Yes.
Lumpur. I was in Kuala Lumpur 2 years ago for a
Uh-huh.
mad concert. The Nigerians in
Let me ask
Malaysia.
you something.
Huh,
Generally, you're so
okay.
happy. You're so happy. But then when I
I'm
read from
happy because I'm
Nigerians,
talking to you.
when I
Yes.
read from Nigerians, they seem very angry. It's like everybody's hungry and angry and frustrated.
Yeah.
So when you read from them, you read very angry things. What is going on? Why can't this your happiness be bottled and shared with everybody? Tell me, what can we do to make Nigerians happy? And why are they so angry?
Well, Nigerians are very angry with the system.
Yes,
Nigerians are angry with themselves. Nigerians are angry because things are not working. Nigerians are angry because we feel like we're all in a box and we can't jump right out of it. Nigerians
yes,
are angry because when they see things that are different, they frown upon it. Nigerians are angry because they feel we should be conservative in nature and frown on some things that do not, coexist with our ideals and our norms. Nigerians
yes,
are still angry over being colonized. Nigerians are angry at the currency. Nigerians
yes.
are angry at everything. But the very
Everything.
best part about Nigerians is the fact that as a Nigerian, if you can
Yes.
survive in Nigeria, you can
You can
survive
survive
anywhere else in the world.
anywhere.
You
All
are a
right.
living testimony to that. Yay! And
Okay,
I feel that,
let's talk about surviving in Nigeria. Okay, I
woo,
recently read something that somebody wanted to kill you in Nigeria. What brought that
yes,
about?
so,
Because
well,
I
the
mean, even if
thing
you're
with
angry with
Nigerians is
somebody,
that
you cannot tell them that I want to kill you. I'm going to kill you. When you start doing that, you normalize violence, and that should not happen. Tell me about that story.
okay, so I'm glad that you're asking me about this story because I think you're the first person I'm going to share it with. I thank you also at the same time for coming out, and putting out, some sort of protest in your way. Like, come on, the authorities should take this up. So,
Yes,
I mean, we all know the Big Brother shows, and my name has been very synonymous with these shows over time, dating
yes,
back to 2010, which
yeah.
is Big Brother Africa, and then of course the Big Brother Nigeria
Mm-hmm.
franchise. So, I mean, as much as it is, people speculate, there are mere speculations, accusations, and people wonder,
Mm-hmm.
Denrele is always packing his people there. The truth of the matter is that find someone who can believe in you the way Denrele believes in his own people. But I'm
Yes,
not going to get onto that right now.
yes,
I stood up for a certain housemate who was
yes.
evicted from the show early. She's my girl. I mean, I remember I met her in Port Harcourt and I told her, come to Lagos. I think that, you have a lot of things to work
Mm-hmm.
on and work with. And then she got on the show,
Mm-hmm.
she gets out of the show, and then the backlash is disastrous. And all I did was write, just compose a tweet and say, Kim Oprah, you are a boss. I'm forever in your corner. I'm proud of you. I will keep rooting for you. And then I said something about arrogance is the camouflage of insecurity.
But that's
And
it. Yeah.
yes, and then of course, And then I said, hey, another one. I said, confidence is silent, but
Yes.
insecurities are
It's
loud.
loud.
And
Yes.
then guess what? Oh,
Yes.
some other housemates and their fan base thought I was, hitting them below the belt. And then they came through. But now the best part about me is that, I mean, Regina, I would
Yes.
say that I'm also honored to not only know you, but to also understand the fact that we all started our hustle way before the advent of social media or the internet.
Yes.
And for me, trying to be different in a totally conservative society was very traumatic for me. And I'll explain what I mean by that. Now,
Yeah.
you see, now we have keypad warriors, we have faceless identities, typing all kinds of nonsense, saying all kinds. And truth be told, ah, we are acquired taste. You don't like us, go and acquire some taste. But now
Okay.
this is very mild for me because why? Growing up, I had upfront confrontation. So
Yes.
Regina, I'll be on the street scrolling by, and then I'll have people pull my hair and say, come here.
Oh.
What is your problem? Why are you dressed like this? You are a
Oh.
disgrace. If you were my child, I will drown you, I will kill you, I will disown you, I will bury you alive. So I had people come up to me up front,
Yes.
and confront me and say all kinds. I remember one time, and I'm going to tell you this little story. I
Yes.
was so excited about meeting you. I knew I was going to meet you at some point in my life, but I was so excited that I wore my Christmas outfit and
Yes.
I came all the way to Winnie's guest house in Surulere.
And I ran
A
off.
little bird had told me that you were going to be there. So I sat under a shade, Winnie's guest house. Now, right across, they have like some joint. So I sat
Yes.
and I was waiting, anticipating your arrival. And then, bam, I see the red RAV4. It was a RAV4, right? Yes.
Oh no.
Driving, tinted, and then the windows were misty because I could tell the air conditioning was on. So nobody could see you, but we knew you were in the car. And then I was like, somebody, please, I need to meet her. Please, introduce me, please, please. And they're like, hold on, hold on. And then I think they bring a script for you. You do not even wind down at all. You just wind a bit. We see your fingernail, like, is that it? I'm like, this woman is busting my brain. And then the only thing I saw of you that day, you opened the door slightly and brought out one leg. And we saw like patent platform high heeled stilettos. And I was
Oh.
like, wow. And then we knew I think you had like a short skirt on because we saw the length of your leg. You took the script and then you drove off. But that was enough for me because I was like, wow, at least I saw Regina Askia's leg. I'm happy. Now, leaving the place, that was like some sort of sound check for me. I was excited that I caught a glimpse of someone I idolize and I still
Oh
do.
my
But
God.
then guess what? I got into reality check. The moment I stepped out, I had to take public transport home. Oh, Regina, it was not funny. The moment I entered the bus, the driver and the conductor, like so I stepped into the bus because
Yeah.
I grew up in Yaba. So
Yes.
from Maka, I took a bus, Yaba, I stepped in, sat, and then when passengers were trooping in, the moment they saw me, they froze, and then they ran out shouting, where, madman, there, yeah, madman. And then the conductor told me, come and get down, why you dressed like this? You know, it was like
Oh,
a
I'm
real
so
shock.
sorry.
So no, it's fine. What I'm saying is these things have strengthened and empowered me because if I
Yes.
could go through all of that then, I was in uni, like I
There's
graduated from
nothing
uni.
for
I
you now.
remember those days when my lecturer walked me out of class. I mean, I wrote all my tests and exams outside class.
Oh
Students
yeah.
constantly stoned me. I was ridiculed every day. If I went through all that, and then
Yes.
now we have social media with people threatening to kill who,
Yeah.
I am way above all of that, Regina. Trash talked by many, hated by some. Guess how many FUCKs I give? Less than none. My awesomeness
Oh,
cannot be flogged by anybody's bitterness.
oh my goodness. That was
I'm so
special.
happy I'm
That
talking
was
to you. My
special.
goodness.
No, that was
This is the
special.
best day of my life.
Okay, let's get a little personal. What do you identify as? Because out here, I see somebody like David Bowie, I see RuPaul, I see all those strong characters. What do you identify as? Is your fashion supposed to embolden and empower people?
Yeah,
People look at you. Some people call you weary. Those of us who
yeah.
appreciate art, see a lot of art going on. Young people who want to be different see you and copy you. But what do you identify as?
Okay, so first things first, my clothes are an extension of my personality
Yes.
and a reflection of my individuality. As
Exactly.
much as the fact that I am loud, outlandish, in your face, spunky, energetic, vivacious, colorful, flamboyant, I also like to strengthen the young ones, and I'll tell you how. Now, you
Mm-hmm.
see, I am effeminate in nature, and there is no space for effeminate people in
Mm-hmm.
a society like Nigeria. But
Yes.
I fought the norms. I have crashed ceilings. I have broken down barriers. I
Mm-hmm.
have crossed hurdles, and I am independently, authentically myself.
Yes.
Now, I have been. The thing is, again, with my brand, my identity, it's also reflecting to all demographics. So, I mean, people in my age range, adolescents, teenagers, even old people. I mean,
Mm.
when I meet grandmas and grandpas, what they say is they really go and marry. So, I
Eh,
mean, everybody knows the Denrele brand. Everybody can relate with Denrele's energy. It's positive. It's in your face. Denrele makes you laugh.
mm-hmm.
And I don't go out of my way to make people laugh. I mean, I don't take myself seriously. I live on the unserious side of life. But then my aura is fun. It's
Yes.
not too serious, but it's also serious enough to get compliments.
Okay.
And my hair has a social security number. Okay,
Oh,
let's leave that aside. Now, when I get called
okay.
to secondary schools and
Yeah.
even primary schools, and like to come inspire, not necessarily provoke, but evoke, I
Yes.
have all these kids running up to me and saying, "Ah, Uncle, I want to be like you." And I tell them, "You'll be better than me." Now, when I
Yes.
go to school, parents come up to me and say, "My child wants to do this, my child wants to do that." How do
Yes.
I go about it? Because I
Okay.
discovered myself at a very young age. I had no mentor, I had no guiding philosophy. I
Yeah.
had people like Regina Askia to watch and Fumi Yoda,
Yes.
strong figures that have, strengthened me. So, yeah, I would just say that I am a man about town. And what do I
Okay.
preach? I preach love and beautiful
Yes.
energy.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Is there a special woman somewhere in there in your life? Because everybody's telling you go and marry, go and marry. Is there
Yes.
somebody? Break it on this show. Break it on this show. Break it here. Break
Well,
it here.
first things first, my sisters are all going to come say hi to you in a couple of minutes because
Yes.
they know how
Yes.
how obsessed I was with not just the Regina Askia brand, but the Regina Askia catalog of work. I
Oh my.
had every single magazine of yours. I remember when you were on the cover of Hints. I
Oh,
remember that pose. You had a short skirt, frilly top, and then your hair was to one side. I bought every copy. I
oh my
took it to
goodness.
school. I think I was in SS1. This was 1994. And then I was just showing everyone, and I was like, ah. And I remember you had like really long nails. I can't see. You have no idea what this is doing to me right now. And I
Oh.
saw somebody who just wrote something now saying that you have, in one way or the other, influenced. Now, you also influenced and set a set, like a trend. You built a culture, a following. You are a
Oh.
religion. Regina
Thank
Askia Williams, you are a
you.
phenomenon. But let me not digress from the question. There is
Yes.
no woman in my life right now
Okay.
because
Is your grandmother
the
still
last
alive?
person, the last person I was supposed to get married to, this is, and
Yes.
I'm being very sincere here.
Yes.
This is somebody who I'd been dating from like the university. I was so vested in this relationship. I was this person's first. Yes,
Yes.
every pun intended.
Yes.
And by the, I mean, somehow, somewhat, I kind of, because I'm one of those people who I am very instrumental to people's success stories. I'll carry you
Yes.
along as well. So this was somebody I carried along. I,
Yes.
basically, I don't really want to go into all of that. But
Yes.
this person left me for another industry person, and now they have twins. She's a media personality. I mean, she's amazing. But that's life really.
We'll
We
do
have
an
to move on.
intervention. We will do an intervention. We'll get you married
We
off. We'll do
are.
an intervention.
We must. Because it's very hard for people like me to truly find people who can. I have so much love to give because I'm a
Yes.
very loving person. But it's
Yes.
very hard to find people. It's hard to find a soulmate because everybody wants something.
Yes.
Everybody comes into my life wanting something, wanting to get something, you
Yeah.
know.
And God
Those
will
are why
bless
they
you
have to
in
like
a
say
way
hi.
you'll be
I
able to
don't
give
see
them
her.
something.
I don't
Our
know.
big auntie, we greet you.
Hey,
Our alpha, we
how are
greet
you?
you.
Please
Thank
call
you.
Regina Jumoke now. As much as it can be quite, it can be quite daunting because you see people like us who
Yeah.
are everybody's friend. I
Yeah.
have, like, I'm never alone. There's always a crowd. Somebody
Yeah.
was asking me, somebody said, Denrele, you're the best thing in my life. You constantly give, 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 and you never take. But
Oh,
then,
dear.
as some sort of superhero that I am, Regina, honestly, superheroes need superheroes to save them
There
once in a
you
while.
go. Because survival is
Yeah.
the law of the jungle, is the first law. So you have to get
Yes.
yourself, take care of yourself so that there'll be much more to share. If you don't take care of yourself, you're not going to be whole and you're not going to have nothing to share. Love
True that.
yourself. Love yourself. I know you
Yes,
love
so,
yourself, but take care of you so that there's much of you to share. All right?
yes, so
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So we are
Oh,
praying divine intervention for this woman to come. Amen to that. I mean,
yes.
I've been labeled all sorts in Nigeria because, again, like I said, as
Mm-hmm.
much as I am trying to preach distinctiveness, uniqueness, and
Mm-hmm.
how your uniqueness can be marketable and monetized as well, and how you can stand out from the crowd. Because
Yes.
again, I had no syllabus to this, I had no curriculum to this.
Yes.
I hustled and done everything myself. I think I empowered myself at the age of 10 because
Yes.
you see, I started out on Television 101 in 1993. Of
Yes.
course, I'm sure you had gone for Miss World and back then, and I remember one of those days I was at NTA on
Mm-hmm.
Ahmadu Bello Way, Victoria Island, Lagos, and you also came through to do your TV guide cover shoot. I'm sure you're like, where is they really getting all this information from?
I'm shocked.
So we were in the studio recording, and they told
Yeah.
us that Regina Askia was on the premises.
Oh,
The
wow.
studio scattered. Like this, I'm talking of 1994, 95, 96.
Yes.
And then, oh, my sisters are here. Guess who's on my live? Regina Askia Williams. But guess what? I can't see her. I don't know what, but she can see. She can see. Oh, yeah. Come
We
through,
can
come
see
through, come through.
you. How are you, darling?
Hello!
Hello. Yes.
President's daughter.
Yes.
President's daughter. Muga.
No, my favorite, because that's my favorite. Highway to the grave.
Highway to the
Oh,
grave.
how are you doing?
Okay, so I put them away. My apologies.
It's okay. That was so sweet.
Honestly, before I have to see, it's a must.
Yeah.
Wale, you must come through. We have to make this happen. I must see
Okay,
Regina.
so
Turn your name around.
I'm going to read some comments,
Yes.
okay? Somebody says, God bless you, Denrele. Then
Yes.
yes, and then another one says, you are consistent with who you are. Keep it up. I
Yes.
see an eye. Who is speaking? And then another one says, to the prayer that we find you a wife, they say, Amen.
Amen. Amen. No.
Uh,
Okay, so
another
as I
amen.
was listening you about the day you came through to NTA, and I remember you came to do your TV guide cover issue.
Yes.
I was also opportune to be on that cover with you, but I was in a small corner, and they
Oh,
wrote Denrele, veteran kid actor. So, I mean, from that point, starting out, I was still in secondary school, but I was always at NTA shooting. And then when I got out of secondary school, I took up a teaching job. I was
oh,
a teacher in a primary school for a year.
teacher? That's serious.
Yes.
What were you teaching?
I was teaching all the subjects: English language, social studies, verbal reasoning, quantitative aptitude, um, elementary science, health
Wow.
education. Yeah,
Wow.
I was a class teacher, and till date, I was like the best teacher. Every class wanted me to
Yes,
teach
I can
them.
imagine. Yes.
Yeah. And then, of course, also I incorporated, theatrics. So I put
Yes.
all the cultural and dramatic society,
Mm-hmm.
and then I was also doing private tutoring on the side. I
Yes.
mean, I was not born with a silver spoon, but I worked very hard to create one.
Yes.
And at that point, my dad was out of a job. My mom was a foreigner, was working like 4 or 5 jobs.
Oh,
It was
dear.
falling on her. We lived in a family house, a
Yes.
room the size of a matchbox. And
Oh,
when you live in a family house with cousins, the air is negative, the energy is negative. You're staying with, everybody's just out to draw blood. I just said to myself, I am going to take my family out of this situation. And I've worked very hard,
yes.
and it's been a beautiful transition. So
Yeah.
this is a message to also empower young people that family is the best gift anyone can have.
Yes.
Family comes first. And when you are destined to take your family to the next level,
Yes.
do it.
Do it.
Don't put yourself first. Put your
Yes.
family first.
Yes.
There'll a point to come when you put yourself first. But then for me, family is key. I mean, my sister stay with me. My
Mhm.
dad stays with me. If my dad knows I am on this live Instagram right now, he will flip. And my mom is like, your oh my goodness. My
Oh,
mom, you know the way my mom used to obtain me? Oh, see, my sister just said it. So my mom knew that I was always making like extra money on the side. So I mean,
yes.
aside from teaching, from Kid Vision 101 on NTA, from my private teacher, I mean, I had a bit of, money to contribute to the home front. My mom will buy me your home video, any home video that
Oh, that
has
is
you
so
on the
sweet.
cover.
Every time we go to Yaba Market,
Once you go to Yaba Market and you buy a home video,
every with our DVD, that's what they call that cassette. It's not
the
just
yeah, VCR.
a
Once Regina Askia is on it, I am everybody's mumu button.
Oh my goodness. Can we have a contact for you? Can we have a contact in the comment section where people can reach out to you or,
Oh, definitely,
get together
definitely,
with you? All right.
definitely.
So I'm
Oh,
going
somebody
to,
says, Denrele, you're just one of you, just like Beyonce and Oprah. Yes, so, and I
yes,
had
you
the opportunity of talking to Beyonce. Anyway,
are.
yes, people
There
can
is
reach me
a
on
whole mood.
Instagram and Twitter.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay. And there's another one that says, Darren, nice seeing you here. You came to
yeah.
pay a condolence visit and also participated in the candlelight procession after my sister's demise, Chidima from Yacht Drag Playhouse, St. Dominic's.
Wow,
Thank you for always being who you are. Oh,
wow,
that is
wow,
so nice
that's
of
awesome. That's
you.
touching. Thank you. I mean,
Yeah.
your sister is resting in the bosom of the Lord, and my heart is with
Oh.
you. St. Dominic's, I remember St. Dominic's was very close to my family house in Yaba. So, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
we're always, around that side. Oh,
You are
I'm
such
so
a happy
excited.
person. You are such a happy person.
I'm too
Okay.
excited. I mean, this is the best birthday gift anyone could ask for.
Happy birthday, Jerry Lee. Happy
Thank
birthday.
you.
May God
Yes.
bless and empower you to keep giving
Amen.
of yourself as you have been doing. Let's talk a little bit about Nollywood. Let's talk a little bit about
Yes.
Nollywood. Because the last time I was
Okay.
in Nigeria, I got to see you and I was astounded at how Nollywood had blown up. I think
Yes.
I was at some showing. I had come with Alex to some showing, you
Yes,
know?
that was Your Excellency at the
Yes,
Ebony Life
by
Cinema.
Funke
Please
Akindele.
close the kitchen door. Close the kitchen door. Yeah. I remember that seeing you as well was also very. It was. I mean, I spoke about you for weeks after that event because I mean, December is close the door. December is very. It's very choked with a lot of entertainment activities,
Yeah.
especially because everything is always happening every single day. And as media
Mhm.
personalities, it's so crazy that we have to split ourselves to be in like 100 places in one night. That day I had like four
Yeah.
events, but then
Yes.
I'm a Mo Abudu loyalist. She's my person. So when she says, Joelle, it's my event, you can't say no. Anyway,
Yeah.
so now the Your Excellency premiere was one of those prestigious premieres that I was honored to have you at. Nollywood has evolved.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we used to be the third largest movie
I
producing
see.
industry in the world, but now we're the second
Yes.
after Hollywood, and we've knocked Bollywood out of the park, and that's like
Really?
accolades, 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 So, yeah.
Yes.
And then I would also say that we've gotten to a point where we have a lot of not only investors and not only corporate bodies and people beginning to
Mhm.
understand the power of film and how we can tell our stories, but it's also
Yes.
about the fact that we tell stories that evoke, provoke, but at the same time pass a message across. Right now, we are also in
Yeah.
an era where young people are building brands that excel, products that
Yes.
resonate,
Yes.
campaigns that go viral, empowering initiatives, and we
Yeah.
are constantly bearing media. And now
Mm-hmm.
Nollywood is using the film genre to dare media. And that is
Wow.
why today we just saw a special press statement that Netflix has signed Mo Abudu on to produce two huge projects from
Yes.
literary giants Wale Soyinka and Lola Shone, The Secret Lives of Baba Segi's Wives, and one of Wale Soyinka's greatest works. So, I mean,
Amazing.
this is Nollywood to the world. Of
Yes.
course, We still have the cartel, which you know
Yes.
so well, the Asaba cartel, the Enugu cartel, the
Uh-huh.
Ebonyi cartel, the cartel in the east.
But they're working together.
Those
No, they're
are,
all working together.
yes, as much as it might feel disjointed, because
Yeah.
honestly, Regina, I'll be very honest,
Yes.
the industry right now is not an entertainment industry. It's an entertainment gathering
Uh-oh.
because structures
Explain.
are not in place. People are not getting royalties. A Regina
Oh,
Askia is supposed to get royalties for every time her movies that she did in the past are on YouTube or are shown on TV. You are entitled to those things. A Tupe Sidibia is supposed to get royalties from an evergreen song like African Queen. But these structures are not in place just yet.
you're
And
there,
I
so it's
think that's why
going
it
to
takes
happen.
an entertainment gathering. Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to make it happen,
But
right?
we're getting there.
Yes.
Sorry, say that
Yes.
again.
You're going to make it happen. You're going to work with
Yes, so
people to make that happen. I know. As long as you're involved, it's going to work out. Yes.
definitely, definitely. And I must just say again, thank you so much for honoring us with your presence at your Excellency Premier. I
Thank
mean,
you
I've
for
always wanted to say
having
this
me.
to you, like the moment from the corner, because you know, as a presenter, whilst you're on the red carpet, as much as you're doing your interviews and what have not, you're also very aware of what's going on around you. And because
Yes.
I was in charge of that media
Yes.
setting, you know, with
Yes.
the photographers and all the other presenters that were
Yes.
stationed, the
Yes.
moment I just saw Alex with you and I just said, I said, look, ladies and gentlemen, the real deal is here. The woman who started, you pioneered a movement, you started a revolution. You know what you did with film back then was expressiveness. And watching you growing up, I just wanted to be as colorful and as expressive as you were. But there was something that you maintained as well. You were
Mm.
not accessible. Honestly, like you cannot see Regina anywhere. Where? How do you? Where do you want to start? You know, and
Oh my
it was just
goodness.
amazing to know that you were shrouded in mystery. I mean, if you're on every headline, it's a seller. If you're on any movie, it's box office. I mean, there was no box office that time, but to me, it was everything about you was box office. I remembered, and I don't know if you remember this well, there was an award where you were supposed to get Best Actress. I think it was the Fame Awards or City People Awards. And you were a bit late, but I mean, hey, you don't arrive to watch people, you don't arrive early to watch people arrive. You arrive late so that people can watch you arrive. Yes, I tapped that from you. And then the
Oh,
event refused to start because you were not there. And then when you
really?
walked in, I remembered what you were wearing. You were wearing white on white. Your skirt was like a statement when you walked in. Hey, I just went home. I said, I've seen,
Oh
I'm
my
done. Thank you.
goodness. Oh my
So if
goodness.
you're ever putting a
Really?
book together, you need to give me a call. I have a lot of scenarios that will shock and surprise you.
Yeah, I'm so surprised to even learn so much about me from you. I'm so surprised.
Honestly,
Let me ask you something. Let me ask you something.
yes.
Have you considered like putting together an organization or an association where you can help young people around you get into Nollywood, get into films, get to produce programs and things like that? Do you have an agency like that?
Well, I do it pro bono. I mean, if you
Oh,
ever get to asking anyone around, I am very instrumental
yes,
to a lot of success stories. Now,
yes.
I'll give you an example of one very quickly because I mean, I have a lot of young people reach out to me day in, day out. They want to model, they want to act, they want to dance, they want to sing. And because I'm an all rounder
Hmm.
and my brand embodies the entire spheres of entertainment, because I've acted, I still act. I mean, I started out with modeling as well. My best friend
Yes,
from Unilag at that point was when I got into modeling, Linda Ikechi, who is also a fan of yours.
yes.
Um, and you know, all of us, and then with Kese Jabari. I don't know if you remember Kese Jabari and Sabina Ume.
Oh, yes, I still talk with Kessie. Yes, I still talk with
Woo!
Jabari. Yes.
Tell Kese that you spoke to me. Kese Jabari gave me my first ever modeling gig. So you see, all of these things I got because I was
Okay.
at the right place at the right time. But then I always threw it back
Yes.
to people who never had, you know, some sort of mileage or platform or did not have people to reach out to. And that's why I do it in my own spare
Yes.
time. I pick my calls myself. and I listen because I mean we all go to school to listen to learn, but we have not mastered the art of learning to listen. So I do as much as I can. I
Yeah.
learn to listen. There was a certain artist. I don't know if you know this artist. His name is Brymo, Brymo,
Yes.
and he did a song
Yes.
around there. Yes. So when I was working at Sound City with the Sound City Music Channel, I remember
Yes.
that Brymo used to come to the office every day. Ah, Baba, help me. Baba, help my career. Help my career. And so I asked him, I said, okay, so what do you want? He said, please now, give me airplay. So we gave him airplay at no cost.
Yeah.
And then also we had the Sound City Awards. We gave him
Yeah.
a nomination. Of course, I knew he wasn't going to win because it was a tough category. But I mean, he came through and, he
Yeah.
was excited about it. Then fast forward to like a few months after, he came to my office. He was complaining. He was fed up. Nobody was going to sign him. He was frustrated and he was about to give up music. And I could
Yeah.
tell that this guy was a creative genius. I mean, his music embodied art. And I'm all about art. I am
Yes.
a walking form of art, a walking mantelpiece of art. So I
Yes.
said, okay, so who do you think can take you to the next level? And he tells me, please, I want to meet MI. I said, okay, fine, I'll make it happen. So MI comes to my studio. Whilst interviewing MI, I call Brian and I say, Brian, I speak to MI. And MI is like, oh, I like this guy. And then they have a phone conversation. MI says, send my number to Brian and, I will take it from there. But then I send MI's number and Brian calls MI for like 4 months. But then Emma is busy because he's touring and all over the place. Then one day, Brimo comes to my office frustrated. And this is what I tell Brimo: only the violent take the kingdom by force. Today, I'm going to take you to their house. So we go to Emma's house. And guess what, Regina?
Yeah.
Ice Prince was in the studio working on the hook for
Ooh.
Oleku. You know the Oleku
Okay.
song? Oleku, yeah. So Ice Prince
Yes.
was working on the rap, but they did not have a hook for the song. So Brimo is sitting in the living room, feeling kind of,
Opportunity
his left hand.
present.
He's not
Yeah.
feeling like, yeah, he's in like he's on familiar terrain, and he's like, what
Yes.
do I do? What do I do? What do I do? And then he just calls me and says, Baba, can I enter the studio and just drop a line on this song? I'm like, are you sure? I said, don't fall my breast too. But again, I regretted that statement because I was like, I believe in this guy. I know he can. And I told Emma, I said, can we let him into the studio for a second? And then Emma said,
Yes.
okay. And then he gets in and then he drops that, Oleku, tell me something.
Uh-huh.
And you, of course, you know the song. I can't seem to save my life. And guess what?
What's go? Yes.
Like, that's awesomeness of life. And how
Something is
has to
going
be
on.
at the right place at the right time and be so ready to make sure that your deliverables are on point.
Come closer. I can't
So
hear
yes,
you.
I do this in my spare time as much as I can. Empower young people, inspire young people, strengthen young people. Because again, depression is really an ugly thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank
Okay,
you.
I can't hear you. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh,
Thank
oh
you so
no.
much, Denrele. I wish I could sing happy birthday. I would
Hey,
love
I
to
can't
say,
see you and I can't hear you.
oh man,
Um,
can everybody hear
what,
us?
what do I do? What am I
I can
supposed to
hear
do
you.
now?
I can hear you.
Hey,
Okay, everybody, wherever you are,
I
let's
can't
sing
hear
happy
you. My
birthday.
apologies. Hold on. I'm trying to get. Wow. This is my first time of using this live, and I don't know what just happened.
We can hear you.
Hello, everyone. Can you all hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Yo, yo, yo. What's up? Can you all hear me?
Yes. They can hear both of us. Okay, so I want to
I don't know. We
say,
lost the audio for a minute.
no, you're good. Can you hear me now?
Okay, hold. I can't hear you. I think a call filtered in, and I quickly cut it off. Oh,
No,
oh
no,
no.
no.
Ah,
We can
ah.
hear you. We can hear you.
Okay. Do you mind if I disconnect this for a minute and then add you back again?
No, we can hear you. Oh,
Let
okay.
me try that.
All right, all right. Thank you for coming. Oh my goodness, that was very exciting. I'm sure that you all had a good time listening to him, and it's his birthday. Please send birthday messages, send positive messages, wish him well, and wherever you see him, help him out. Denrele has been a source of inspiration to so many young people in Nigeria, and a source of pride to all of us. It feels good. It feels good when young people like that talk to you and tell you how inspirational you have been in their lives and how motivated they have been, by you. Yes, yes. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, you're back.
Hallelujah.
I can hear you
But I
still,
still can't see you. I don't know why.
but we can hear you, right? You can hear me.
Of course, loud and clear. I can hear you loud and
Oh,
clear.
okay. All
Can
right.
you see me?
Yes, I can see you. Happy birthday to you.
Yes, sir.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you so much.
My daughters are singing with me. Thank you so very
Wait,
much.
hold on. Who? I could hear voices in the background. Who's singing with you?
Yes. That was Stephanie and Tisa all
Oh
singing
my
for
goodness.
you.
And I
Happy
can't see them.
birthday! Happy
Ah,
birthday! She says happy
Stephanie,
birthday.
you're a
Thank
rock
you
star.
so
Happy
much.
birthday. We are
Thank
sharing this
you.
birthday together.
Yes. Thank you,
Stephanie,
Denrele.
when is your birthday, by the way?
Don't worry about them. Don't worry about
Okay, sorry.
Thank
Because
you
she
so
strikes me, she
much.
acts like a Gemini.
One is Pisces, Tisa is Capricorn.
Ah,
Thank you so much, Denrele. It was a pleasure to have you with us. And I'm going to be reaching out to you. I'll be talking with you. Take care
definitely.
of you. God bless you. And thank you for being such a bundle of joy for everyone. Thank you. And stay alive, stay alive, stay alive. Okay, stay safe.
I definitely will. And of
Bye.
course, thank you so much for having me on today. I'm
Yes,
so angered at the fact that I can't see you, but then of course I know I can always video call you. And can
yes,
I just say that we honestly can't wait to see you because we know that you're currently doing something great with the
yes,
pandemic. I mean, with the whole outbreak of corona and what have not,
yes,
you're also in
yes.
the health system and you're working very hard. We appreciate you. But again, we Nigerians will be selfish enough not to admit that we'd like to see you do a special comeback
I
because we
will.
love you. You,
I
like I
will.
said, you sparked a revolution. There is none like you. Your shoes are too big to fill.
Thank you,
Nobody
Derele.
can take your place. And thank
Thank
you
you.
for being a blessing in our generation. In
Thank
short,
you so very much. It feels
you are
really good.
an
Thank you.
unstoppable force of nature. Yes,
Thank you. Have a good day. Bye
I
bye.
will.
Thank you.
Mwah.
Yeah. Yes. Oh my goodness. All right, everybody. Thank you. Thank you, Derele, for joining us. Thank you for that brave moment of joy. Thank you. All right. So stay with me because we're going to continue with a very important line of discussion. It is time that we explore the relationship between the African and the African American. I have a very special person in the studio. His name is Dr. Akil Kalfani. He has traveled across Africa. He understands our culture. He does some work in promotions or PR for the Oni of Ife. He's going to tell us a little bit more about himself so that I'm not mixing things or messing things up. I'll be right back with him in the studio. Okay, so stay with me. I thank you for spending your afternoon with us. Okay, thank you.